morning, good people. I'm Brother Joseph Quinlan here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And today I am here to talk to you about the Holy Innocents, which is today's feast. And I gotta say, it's kind of challenging to think about the Holy Innocents. It's not just challenging for us, it was challenging in the early church. For people who like to overthink things, they were wondering, it happened before Jesus' death and resurrection, and so they were wondering what happened to the Holy Innocents. And yet now we know that God desired to bring those children to himself, and there's lots of other aspects to consider if you want to look at that. But what really struck me about this particular feast today is how they were chosen by God to be with him. And I started to ask myself the question, how does God call people to be with him? So when I was in high school, I used to hear a lot about St. Ignatius of Loyola, and there was a cannonball that hit him in the leg, broke his leg, and then kind of hurt his other leg. And I think they thought, well, in high school, they're going to want to hear that. So I heard about that story 5 or 6 times about how the cannonball hit him, and then he had to stay in the hospital. And he had nothing to do in the hospital. So he found a book on the lives of the saints. And he started to read about our boy, St. Francis. He started to read about St. Dominic. And during that time, he started to experience conversion. And God called him through this experience, which was rather unusual. Well, I've often wondered, where did that book on the lives of the saints come from? Who else was reading it? Are they a saint too? Well, today, my hope is to go plant a seed for one more person to be called. So this morning, good people, we are going to, on the 500-year anniversary of St. Ignatius, donate this Lives of the Saints to this little free public library here in Colorado Springs, hoping that someone will find it and will experience conversion. And hopefully you too can find a saint or something today that will help you to grow in your life of faith. And please know that we are praying for you. God bless.